Hello everybody, Hunter V Norris here. It's hot as hell outside, and today I'm bringing you my new review of Edgar Wright's Baby Driver.
Yes, his name is Baby, B-A-B-Y, Baby. Ansel Elgort stars as Baby, a quiet and reserved young man who constantly listens to music on his iPod. Involved in a car accident as a child that killed both of his parents, he has tinnitus, which he uses the music to drown out. Oh yeah, he's also a getaway driver working for mysterious criminal mastermind Doc, played by Kevin Spacey. Baby is the best of the best when it comes to getaway driving, using his own personal soundtrack as a tool that keeps him focused, calm, and most importantly, fast. However, things get a little hairy when Baby falls for waitress Deborah, played by Lily James, endangering him, her, and the entire criminal operation he works for.
I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright. He's a smart screenwriter with a very energetic directing style. But if there's one thing he's made a name for himself for, it's taking genres with treasure troves of cliches, turning them on their heads, but all while still embracing them. He loves film not just from an artistry level, but from an entertainment level as well.
Baby Driver is not much different. While it doesn't have the parodic elements of Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, it still feels like an Edgar Wright film in how it perfectly homages the car chase action genre. On its surface, it really is just a getaway driver trying to get out of the dirty business, but Wright injects enough twists and turns throughout the story to keep it fresh and somewhat unpredictable. It still completely embraces the tropes though, featuring thrilling car chase sequences with some truly impressive stunt work, all while a gang of kooky characters bicker throughout. These celebrations of genre cliches are sometimes to the film's detriment though, as some of the dialogue felt like I was watching an 80s action film, and not one of the good ones. It could have been meant as an homage like most of the film, but unlike some of Wright's other efforts, the in-jokes here don't feel as direct.
What really sets the film apart from other car chase fare is the terrific use of music as the driving force of the film. From the opening scene to the conclusion, there's a constant soundtrack running in the background.
Whether it's Baby listening to his iPod, a record at home, or through a jukebox at a diner, music is always present, but complementing the film in all of the best ways. Not only do the lyrics of each song fit to the situation, but the way the action is edited to the beats of the music is mesmerizing. Gunshots, tire squeals, car crashes, and much more are synced in perfect beats to the music. This isn't just thanks to the editing, but also Wright's fantastic directing, which executes these musical scenes to extravagant shots with great precision. While the pacing is a little rough and the editing occasionally choppy, especially during the scene transitions, it maintains a wonderful rhythm that never really lets up. The sound design is impeccable too, featuring incredible mixing that made it feel all much more immersive. Whenever Baby's in his own little world with his earbuds in, the music is out in full force until someone comes and yanks a butt out of his ear, suddenly fading the music down to a whisper. No matter what, you could always hear just a little bit of music coming from him, just like that annoying kid in high school. Doesn't mean we can't hear all of those epic car crashes and gunshots though.
While having a constant soundtrack of rock songs in the background would get old in most films, it's the one thing in this film that really gives it its true identity. Like Quentin Tarantino showed us with Death Proof, even though it's a tired genre, you can always do something interesting with it.
Even through all of the crashes and smashes, the film definitely has a heart. Baby has occasional flashbacks to his mother, who provides half of the film's humanity through all of the noise. The love story between Baby and Deborah is the other half, most of their scenes being really charming, mostly due to our lead's wonderful chemistry. Elgort is great to watch, playing the role with an almost childlike enthusiasm, dancing around, singing to his music, and giggling while saying awkward things to girls. He also has this great intensity as when he's with his group of criminals behind the wheel, he puts those earbuds in, never shifting his steely gaze. While Deborah did feel somewhat underwritten, only there to serve as a motivation and high stakes for Baby, the character is elevated by James's incredibly sweet performance.
The rest of the cast is fantastic, with Kevin Spacey doing his usual surly thing, and Jamie Foxx giving the standout performance as an absolutely terrifying psychopath. He's an antagonist that actually felt threatening, especially as the consequences of the story actually had an emotional effect on the state of Baby and other characters.
People often die in this film, and it's never really for comedic effect, making each innocent life lost have a lot of weight. You're not just having fun with the action, but incredibly invested because you believe our main characters can actually die. It's an all-around well-written screenplay, especially with how every little aspect is set up and then paid off in the end.
When the film was wrapping up, it was very nice how everything all came together to provide a very satisfying resolution. Isn't it nice when a movie is actually a movie? Baby Driver is very much an ode to the car chase movies of old.
Thugs with guns robbing banks, a cute love interest who's to drive cross-country for, cheesy dialogue from animated characters, and most importantly, cars doing awesome stunts. However, Wright never lost sight of the characters, story, or style, delivering us a truly unique car chase action film, all with a killer soundtrack to boot.
He's one of the great filmmakers working in the industry right now, with a very strong voice, and he proves that genre pictures have their place in great cinema too. Sometimes it's nice to watch characters grow while things blow up around them, you know? So, with all that said and done, I have to give Baby Driver 9 babies out of 10. Well, hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you guys next time.